Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. So close to 10,000 subscribers. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, go ahead and smash it right now. If you haven't followed my Instagram, Hector__Bravo. I'm about to tell you a story about how I almost got my ass beat as a result of a Band-Aid. Yeah, a Band-Aid. A Band-Aid that you put on your hand, on a cut, right? I was new in the department, Sentinel State Prison. I for sure had under 1 year. 1 year. So this was like 2007. Bravo Yard. All right. When I first got to Sentinel, I was in Charlie Gym for like 9 months, close to a year. The whole gym full of bunk beds. There was all Mexicans in there. Southsiders and Paisas. Because they kept going off on every other race, fighting them, rioting against them, and all the other races got pushed out. That was my introduction to prison, the gym. I got job change as a result of the rotations. They rotate you every so often. I find myself on Bravo facility, working Bravo clinic. Like, I was covered relief, bounced around a lot. I was probably 197 pounds, kind of husky, kind of built, I drank a lot of beer, I partied a lot, so that kind of thing going for me. I was 22, 23 years old, just came out of the military, thinking I was about it, and really no experience working in a prison, other than my time in the gym. There was some sketchy moments in that gym, trust me. And so that's what I got going for me in this time, in this point of time in this story. My uniform is still kind of starchy, very, very green, literally. And I'm chilling in the clinic. This time frame happened to be had to have been right after yard recall, right? There was no other inmates on the yard except for a few trickling bodies on the yard. They were either coming or going, right? In the clinic, the officer usually hangs out in there to open the door, right? Every door in prison is locked or should be locked, RJD. Should be locked, and your job is to pat inmates down as they come in or come out of anywhere, a program office, a clinic, definitely going on and off the yards for sure, into the chow hall. So that's what your kind of job consists of. You get a list of inmates that have medical and dental appointments. It's a clinic. Looks like a clinic out on the streets. Got a dentist chair, got your dentist from Tijuana, everything's all good, right? So there's nurses in there. There's male nurses, but female nurses, and they're doing their get down. They respond to incidents, they take medical evaluations on a form that we have, and it's called 7219. They give inmates their diabetic shots, their medication. It's a regular clinic, right? So I'm chilling, posted, minding my own P's and Q's, thinking I'm the cat's nuts, right? And I hear an inmate going off at the window of the nurse's station, right? This is a level 3 GP. Level 3 GP. They didn't play around, right? They were with the business, especially that yard. A lot of staff assaults on that yard, right? This was 2007, when they were not releasing people with AB 109. These people didn't have hope. And it kind of showed, right? I'm not even going to get into AB 109. Anyways, they was fucking prison. Prison was prison. Dude starts cussing up a storm. FUB. Dude went nuts, right? The inmate doing this was an Armenian. Armenians ran with the Southsiders. I knew this. You could see it. Right? Some of them had the 13. Trust me, Armenians Run with the Southsiders. Sureños, Southern Hispanics. So, dude's going off about a Band-Aid, right? Well, hell no, not on my watch. Not on Big Bad Hector's watch. I jump out of my chair. Who is that guy? Who is that guy disrespecting you, nurse? Wow. Oh my God. I crack the door. I come out fierce. Oh my God. I come out fierce on the track. This inmate is already walking away. This inmate is walking away towards the chow hall. Towards, like, observation is that way. I said, hey, you, come here. Who the F do you think you're talking to like that? Wow. Oh my God. This dude turned around, extremely angry. Oh my God. Extremely angry. This dude wasn't all there. And not in a good way. He was older. Dude was like, I don't want to call him a J-Cat or like, but this dude turned around and advanced towards me. Yeah, in a hostile manner. Man, I'm brand spanking new. I don't know what just is about to happen or what I just caused. Yeah, he caused it, but I took it there and I was not prepared. I'm being honest with you guys. This is the truth. I didn't think it was going to go this way. This happened early on in my career. This dude comes, oh my God, yelling at me, cussing at me, hands up, and this dude advanced towards me, right? And I like back up, right? Because they teach you in the academy, create distance. Distance equals safety, right? Oh my head is like, I wasn't prepared for this. My bad, my learning lesson. I wasn't prepared for this. As this dude is advancing towards me, yelling obscenities at me, I look, there was a big Armenian. This dude was middle-aged. He was big. Not buff, big. Like tall and like husky. He is now kind of yelling something and he's walking from like Bravo 1, 2, 3, straight across the yard. Straight. I don't know, Bravo 4-ish. This dude's walking straight towards me. This dude's advancing fast, angry. I look, right, like scan, right, head on a swivel, 0 cops, 0 partners. I don't know if this was a test. It was a horrible test. And I failed. But it was like that, like I had said, yard recall time. So those cops were probably posted, chilling. Like, I look up at the observation, nothing. I'm like, oh, man. Oh, dude, I'm about to get my ass kicked. Like, fuck. Like, yeah, I was scared. Your boy was scared. I wasn't prepared. I was not prepared to take this far. That was my bad. That was a learning experience. Dude is at me. Dude is like right up on me. I'm fumbling with gear on my belt. I start messing with my baton. Like I start moving my baton forward as if I'm gonna use it. And this dude is mocking me. What are you gonna do? Cussing at me, the F word. Man. The mother F word, you know. And he's like mocking me. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, this dude's gonna like destroy me right now. Like, he's mocking me. This dude clearly doesn't care about the rules. He doesn't care about my shiny badge. Why would he? Why would he? So like, I'm like, oh man. Mind you, I saw this Armenian. I'm not gonna make excuses, right? I didn't back my play. I did not back my play. I knew I would have had to fight 2 dudes and whoever was trickling, like Southerners or whatever, because you could kind of see bodies in like the other buildings, like out and about moving, right? So I'm like, if it's on and cracking, it's going to be on and cracking, but my mind is racing. My heart was pounding fast, right? And I'm like, oh, man, I did not expect this, right? I should have expected this, but I did not. So, only thing that I can get out is, give me your ID, right? Because I didn't break it down. I didn't I didn't break it down. I just didn't meet him where I should have met him, right? Per our policy, the dude definitely created an imminent threat. Oh, it was all an imminent threat. It was a threat. But then again, it was over a band-aid, right? Like, understand what's going on. So I said, give me your ID. Right? Still trying to act tough. The dude reached to get his ID. I'm thinking like, oh, this dude's gonna throw it at me in my face. Then what am I gonna do? Like, thank God the dude didn't throw it at me. The dude hands me the ID. I get the ID. I look at it like I know what I'm doing. Like if I know the guy. I don't know the guy. Barely touched down. And I say, go to your building. I don't know, man. I don't know if I patted this dude down. I can't even. It was sketchy. Dude goes back to his building. I had his ID. Put it in my pocket. I go back into the clinic and the nurses were like, oh my God, I thought you were going to fight him out there. Damn. Went into the restroom, cleaned my drawers, like changed out my underwear. And I was like, that was a learning experience. Like I learned a couple lessons. First lesson was it doesn't matter. This whole thing, you have a badge, trust me. That right there in itself is not going to stop anybody from hurting you or from doing what they got to do. The second thing was, I was not mentally prepared for that interaction. One thing I developed after that instantly was, like, I learned the hard way, was I drew a line in the sand in my head, moving forward after that. And in that line, I said, if an inmate ever crosses this line, I'm going to react. I'm going to use the force that I'm taught I was used. That would have been a great situation. Like when that dude came at me yelling and screaming and flailing his arms, in my head, had I already drawn that line, I could have reacted with my pepper spray. I could have taken him down. But I was like stuck. Your boy was stuck like Chuck. My hamster was not a well-developed hamster. My hamster fell off, got his little arm caught in the wheel, and was getting wrapped around like all bad. It was all bad for your boy right here. That's what I learned, right? I also learned don't take things personal. And this one's a serious one too. They're all serious. They're all lessons to be had. I took that inmate's ID, right? And I took it home. That was my get back to him. That's kind of like a B-word move, but I was so new, I didn't know what to do. Like, I thought I was getting the dude back by confiscating his ID and then saying that I lost it, right? Like, that's what I thought my get back was. That's like an indirect way to get at somebody. That's like not even cool, right? So, but I was brand spanking new. I ended up seeing that inmate again in the kitchen, and I worked in the kitchen. I'm thinking like, this dude's going to beat me up back here in the kitchen. But nah, everything had kind of been settled. But I said, don't take things personal because I was brewing over that. I was stewing over that when I went home. Like very highly upset. Upset at myself, upset at him, upset at Band-Aids. I didn't even want to see kids' Band-Aids, man. See like a Flintstone Band-Aid that just set me off, PTSD. So, start talking to people, experienced people, and they tell me like, hey man, let it go. It's all business. Everything that happens is all business here, man. Nothing's personal. It's all business. Like, leave it at the gate. And that's the truth. They would tell me like, hey, these guys are not going anywhere. Well, back then they weren't going anywhere. Now they're getting paroled by the numbers. But, hey, these guys are not going nowhere. They're going to be here tomorrow. Okay? Like, not meaning you can get your get back tomorrow, but they did say, hey, one day they're going to need something from you. All right? And you're going to remember what transpired. So, in essence, that's a good lesson to be had. That's a good lesson for these youngsters out here. Keep pushing forward.